YouTube. In today's video, we will be taking a look at my top accessory picks for the iPhone Air. I got a lot of great picks and I'm keeping it on theme of the whole minimalistic light thin. So a lot of these cases are gonna be light and thin. Also I have protective as well for those who need to protect the investment. Same with the MagSafe battery packs, light and thin, and so on. So the thing carries on. This wallet can completely change how you carry your essentials. The ESRGO MagSafe wallet from today's video partner isn't just another phone accessory. It's the first wallet with full Apple Find My tracking, just like AirTags. Lost your wallet? Simply ping it from your phone or check its location on the map. The premium hinge creates a stable phone stand for video calls and streaming, while the magnetic grip is 4 times stronger than Apple's own design. 5 card slots with dedicated ID windows keep everything organized. Plus, RFID blocking protects against digital theft. 6 months of battery life means you'll barely think about charging. And whether you're at work, traveling, or just living life, this sleek solution replaces bulky wallets forever. It magnetically snaps to any MagSafe phone and charges wirelessly in just 90 minutes. The ultimate everyday carry upgrade that actually makes your life simpler can be purchased via links down in the description below. So the first thing I'm gonna say is the iPhone Air is one of the most beautiful design iPhones I've ever used, and I just had to appreciate it for a second. Now carrying on, my very first recommendation is an Apple Watch. It does not have to be the Apple Watch Ultra, and if you're looking at this band and wondering, this is from Nomad. This is their new Stratos band, and you can get it with the black internals, but let me show you what this is. This is a combination or a hybrid of titanium with these ventilation links. Furthermore, the Apple Watch is one of the best accessories to an iPhone for those of you who a smartwatch aligns with. If it doesn't align with you, then carry on. That leads me to my next first party recommendation, which is AirPods. These are hands down the top accessory that Apple sells next to their iPhones. I love the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation. These are my most comfort fitting, but AirPods Pro 3 have the best active noise cancellation. So when you want that seal, you want that better bass and so forth, this is gonna deliver. And I'm throwing in a curveball, the tried and true, I don't even know what they call these, but these are the USB-C wired earbuds. They're the cheapest, the most minimalistic in price, and it's for those of you who just want a wired headset, and these are still tried and true, and they're very cost effective. Now, let's move into cases. Cases are a thing that are gonna be for some of you and not for some of you. And I got some for even those of you who think cases are not for you. Starting off with this right here from Nomad. This is the leather back. This is one of my favorite iPhone cases year after year. I can't even really call it a case. It's a leather back. Literally, it's a slab of leather, protective leather. It's hard, and it has the camera protection, but it protects your back of your device. So basically, you can sit your device down and you don't have to worry about scratching. When you place your device on hard surfaces or rough surfaces, you have somewhat of some protection. And then you get a little lip right here to help protect that camera. Now, the next step up would be the classic leather case. This one's also from Nomad, but as you guys can see, it's just essentially the leather back, but with some coverage for your top and bottom and corners. So if you want a little bit more protection than that leather back, then you'll go with this classic leather case for the iPhone Air. All right, now that's not it for the minimal cases. I got you guys. You might want something that's aramid. This is from Thinborn right here. And these aramid cases are just almost invisible as far as weight goes and so forth. But this offers great camera protection, back and side protection, obviously cutouts at the buttons and so forth. But you get a little bit of a lip for the place down. It's not the scratch-proof protective, lip or anything like that. And then you get that confident back placement right there as I just slam. And then carrying on in the aramid fiber arena, we have one from Pataka. You can get this in black, blue, and I forget the other one, but it's like a desert brownish color. But as you guys can see, this is another aramid fiber, super light, super thin, somewhat protective case that you can add to your device. And this one also gives you a little color and design. Now it's time to turn it up a little bit as far as protection go. I'm gonna start at the minimal protection and then we'll get to a little bit more of a aggressive protection. But first and foremost, I have this from UAG. Now this actually surprised me because this is very much UAG protection. As you guys can see, the corners protrude. So for those of you who are clumsy and you need that extra, drop protection or insurance, you get it right here. You get a nice camera. It looks like the camera edge is pretty much similar to the same on all of these. And this one, you get some really legit corner drop protection right here. And it's very light. It's actually not as heavy or as bulky as you would think. This thing is actually very reserved and ideal as far as protection goes. So next up, one more tier up, another one from UAG, but this is that clear case, baby. This is for my people who want to keep that beautiful design still in their view and peripheral while also protecting their investment. This is probably a top pick for a lot of you right here. You still get the nice camera edge right there. You get those corner MagSafe. Every single case that I showed you has MagSafe. I will not show you a case without MagSafe. It's not a case if it doesn't have MagSafe, especially for an iPhone. So as you guys can see, this one looks awesome. This one looks amazing and great, and it also gives you that extra level of protection. You guys know what UAG is known for. If you don't know, I just told you, that military grade standard. Now let me get this up off of here. Okay, now that wraps up our case segment for the iPhone. Oh, no, I forgot one more. I can't believe I almost forgot this one because this one is low-key probably my favorite one. For those of you who miss leather on the iPhone and you want a fully wrapped, full grain leather case, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is from Bullstrap. Let me tell you guys, this case is really nice. Very traditional in its style. Really nice metal buttons on the side. Open bottom. You can get it closed bottom, I think, as well, but I know open bottom for sure. And this thing is fully wrapped, fully covered. Nice, protective, yet classy and stylish with the leather. A little classic, you know what I mean? For those of you who are about it, I love this case. This thing looks amazing. This might be the go-to case for the iPhone Air when I do opt in to use and wear a case. I won't lie. Fire. Now, let's discuss power. Power solutions. Everyone's concern with the iPhone Air was battery, although the most accurate battery test that I like to watch from Phone Buff, the iPhone Air beat the iPhone 17. So that places this right under the 17 Pro and the 17 Pro Max in the lineup as far as battery life goes. But still, yet and all, you may find yourself draining and pulling on this battery. So I'm going to show you guys some solutions that are not the Apple MagSafe Slim battery case, although I do have that. But here's a slim one from UAG right here. As you guys can see, very slim, very minimal, a little bit thicker than the Apple one, as you guys can see. And this is also going to give you more milliampage. This is a 5,000 milliampage battery pack, which is packing way more than what Apple is giving you in theirs. And I have another one from UAG that follows the same design language with a slight added accessory, which is a stand. For those of you who want to be able to prop your iPhone Air up while charging, this is nice. And it's very well built. As you guys can hear that metal kickstand scratching against the table. And last but not least, I'm going to show you a bulkier one. This is a fun one, though. This is from Charge. And I love this one because once it kicks in, there's a fan on it, number one. And then it also has RGB. So as you guys can see, this is a fun one. This is a utility-driven one, as well as this is packing major milliampage in comparison to the other two I showed you, which were 5,000. This one's a 10,000 for sure. Nice, cool RGB, great see-through design, nice quality from Sarge. Now, let's talk about power solutions in the area of plugs. I want to show you this. I'm showing you the minimal version, you guys. There's a triple rollout one, but this one right here is perfect for when you're traveling. Look at how it compacts and folds up. You unfold this, you can put it on a desktop, whatever, a hotel nightstand, or even in your home. But you plug in your power solution, which I'll show you guys some in a second. You get your Apple Watch charge right there, whether you want to lay it down or, put it up in full band mode, and you get your MagSafe charging right here, which can do your AirPods as well as your iPhone Air. So Bam, magnetized on the back. MagSafe ready, boom, done. Close this thing up, or it closes that way, and you're on the road. And that's super slim, super tuckable, and super airport friendly and all of that good stuff. Now, what are you gonna connect that to? Well, you're going to need some power. These both are from Nomad, and these are GAN chargers. This one's the super slim travel charger, 65 watts with 2 USB-C plugs on the bottom. This one's a single, nice see-through GAN charger. This one is, I believe, 35 watts, if I'm not mistaken, and a single USB-C plug. But these are very minimal and very small and compact, perfect for travel, perfect for everyday carry. And then you're gonna need a cable to connect those things too. And I'm gonna show you a minimal short cable. These are from Nomad, and I have even more minimal than this, but this is a nice foot-long cable that you can use on the nightstand, you know, in hotels to connect that and so forth. And I also like to use this with battery banks like this. Now I'm showing you my smallest battery bank that I have. I have some bigger Boss Hogs, which I'll link in the description below if you want more for the travel. But if you want something a little more slim, sleek, and small, and I think this one's a lot more minimal in the budget in comparison to my other options. And you also get the screen to read out. It's not super fancy, but it's still classy and it's effective. Nevertheless, I still have even more minimal USB-C cables. These are called charge keys, as they can connect to your key ring, and they'll get you out of a pinch, and they're super, super small and minimal. And they also do great power, and there's a version that does great data. And I'm gonna round this out. Before I move on, I wanna show you guys one more cable. And this is still fitting the minimal build, even though it's a longer cable, but you can plug this into a GAN charger or whatever, and then you'll get an Apple Watch charger as well as your iPhone Air charger or anything charger, USB-C charger, which you can use to dual purpose and minimize the cables down to one. I wanna show you guys some MagSafe wallets. Starting off here with one from Nomad. And the cool thing about this one, as you guys can see, stamped right there, it has Apple Find My on it. So not only do you get the convenience of a vegetable leather, or leather, whatever you choose, I guess, and this one holds 4 cards instead of 3. So it has a 1-up over the Apple one, and you still get the Apple Find My, as you guys can see the Apple Find My branding on there. And it also makes noise. So if you need to find it, you can ring it. Carrying on. And that leads me to another MagSafe wallet with Find My. This is from the same leather company of the leather case that I showed you, which is Bullstrap. And as you guys can see, this is a nice full grain leather MagSafe wallet that offers Find My on it as well. Let's say you want something a little bit more slimmer. I have 2 slim options. This one right here is from Pataka. I don't know if this one's still available. If it is, I will link it because I know they moved on to the one that I'm showing you after this one. But this one only holds 2 cards, but it's extremely, extremely slim and thin and minimal, and it fits the whole iPhone Air aesthetic and theme. But this one right here is more in line with their, you know, Aramid setup and whatnot. And it's a little bit thicker than the one I showed you. Is very much in line with the same size as the one from Apple, but obviously you get a different design. You can do this with this, give you a visual, and it wouldn't be fair for me to show you that combo without showing you this combo. If you want to take it all Bullstrap, this is what it would look like. So it's really nice combos that I'm showing you guys. And now I'm going to round this out with a gaming accessory. This is from GameSir. This is the, I believe it's the G8 Plus or S8 Plus. I forgot. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen or it'll be down in the links below. But what I love about it is no USB-C plug, which means it works with any and almost everything, even up to the Nintendo Switch 2. This is more than just your mobile controller. You can use it with your consoles, PC, whatever you choose if you want to go that far. But it has the back paddles, and also this is all Hall effects. Hall effects, baby. And you can swap and move around the buttons and everything as these side panels come off. And as you guys see it glowing red, it's because right now it's set to Nintendo Switch mode, but I can switch it from that to iPhone mode. There's the Android mode and so on. So as you guys can see, this thing is very useful. This is very much the Swiss Army gaming controller for mobile gaming, hands down. And that about wraps up my iPhone Air top accessories. My name is CJ. I know tech, so you don't have to tell me what I don't know, because that's all you guys want to do in the comment section anyways.